Hi there, everybody. This is Ron Hurst from Developing Leaders and Land of the Knuckleheads. So in today's episode, episode 14, we're gonna take on this question when your boss comes to you and says, "Hey, give me some feedback. How am I doing?" Do you recognize how dangerous a question this is? How absolutely devastating this can be to your career if you don't handle it well? I hope that you do. And if you don't, please pay attention. This is so critical that you get. So, if your boss is the kind of person that doesn't have a lot of maturity, they have a big ego and not a whole lot of confidence, what you may find is if you give them real feedback on what you actually think, they might hold it against you. They might start defending themselves. Like imagine, well, boss, you don't communicate very well. Well, you have no idea what's going on. And what are you talking about? You have problems with communicating. If they go there, I need you to recognize, you went to the wrong place. So that is a really dangerous game. Be careful what feedback you give. I want you to think about feedback in the following way. Start small. Start incredibly small. Let's imagine your boss comes to you and says, "Mr. Employee, I'd like you to get your feedback on how I can improve." And you go to them and go, "Well, boss, in our performance monitoring meetings, how you show up 5 minutes late often, it'd be really good if you could show up on time." 5 minutes, right? Now your boss is over here going, "Well, you don't understand how difficult my schedule is, and I'm running from meeting to meeting, and of course I'm showing up 5 minutes late. How could you criticize that?" Now, what do you think you're gonna do? What do you think they're gonna do if they're giving you that much pushback on 5 minutes if you gave them something serious? You got it. It's gonna be a witch hunt, and you are the target. So I need you to start small. It's so critical that you start small with feedback and find out how mature they are, how well they can accept it. And maybe you've got a great relationship with them already. Maybe you trust them implicitly. And if that's the case, feedback can be okay. If they're a mature and capable manager, they should want feedback. As Ken Blanchard would say, it is the breakfast of champions. It is the most important thing as a leader and a manager that we need in order to improve. But not all managers, especially knuckleheaded managers, know how to take it. So start small. Now, if they assess it poorly, your feedback, what are you going to do? Stay small. Don't go giving them more and more because they can't handle it, right? It's just so difficult to give really quality feedback to somebody who's going to fight taking it and criticize you back for even having the courage to do it. Now, if they take it well, recognize that the most important thing with feedback is about building up trust. The better your relationship, the higher the level of trust, the more they're going to be able to react positively to your feedback. So as you're building trust with your manager, you can give more and more candid feedback. Another thing that we need to talk about are 360-degree review processes. If you are asked to give your boss feedback as in a 360-degree review, what that means is they're asking you to give upward feedback, right? So here's the way to do it. Make sure that the company that's doing your 360 is maintaining confidentiality. The last thing you want to find out is that you've put all these detailed feedback in this form for your boss and they're reading it word for word and they know that you said it. If they're a vindictive sort, if they're an insecure sort, an egotistical sort, a knucklehead, you're going to have some problems. So I don't want that for you. Be really, really careful with how you give feedback, guys. It's only in the creation of trust that feedback works exceptionally well. To do it to a stranger is just stupid. It's just technically stupid. Now, you, Mr. Employee, now I want to talk to you directly because, it's one thing to talk about how to strategize and give you advice on how to deal with your boss. But what about you? What if you get feedback? I want you to think about this. There's only one answer, whether it's your boss giving you feedback, whether it's a peer giving you feedback, or whether it's your employee giving you feedback. Here's what I want you to say. Repeat after me. Thank you. I'll consider that. No, I mean it. Say it. Thank you. I'll consider that. It's the only right answer. And then after you walk away, go and actually assess your behavior to see whether there's some truth to what feedback they're giving you. If they're doing it in the right spirit, they want to help you grow, and there's something to your behavior that you're missing, you need to fix it. It's that simple. And the courage to give somebody feedback like that needs to be honored with a thank you and then action taken. And if you do that, what you'll find is that you'll be able to become more effective because the blind spots that you have in your own behavior will be slowly revealed to you and you can take action. If you don't act on it that way, you're not going to get out of your current position. You're going to be stuck there. and you're not going to figure out why. So it's really important that we understand that feedback is the breakfast of champions, and if you want to be a champion, start accepting it and doing the self-assessment to make sure that you are doing nothing to earn critical feedback. Do the right things, perform well, and I think you'll find that everything goes exceptionally well. So, this is Ron Hurst from Land of the Knuckleheads, episode 14. Lead well. We'll see you next time.